Alright guys, this is how you gut a chicken. So the legs were previously taken off of these, but basically you bend them back and cut in between the bones. You don't want to cut any bones on this chicken at all. So you take the head, put your thumb at the base of the back of the neck, or back of the head, and then the other fingers on top, right here, and then you take it against the table, and then you just pull down and take the head off. That way there's no bone shards from cutting any of the vertebrae. And then you'll take the skin right up front here, you'll pull it up, make a small cut, and then you'll tear the rest of it open. And then what you're trying to get out is this craw right here. It's attached to the right breast, and then also the windpipe, which sometimes comes out with the head, and then the esophagus, which is right here. And then you just scrape that with your thumb. And this is the hardest part because it's really slick. So there, I detached the esophagus. Now I'm going to work on the craw. And basically the best way you can get a hold of it is the best you can do. So there you go, you just detach the craw, leave it hanging, and then on this side you grab the skin right here, and then you're going to cut right above the vent. Not very deep though, because the intestines are on the other side. Just enough to be open. And you tear it, you put your fingers in the inside on the side here, and you'll tear open some more. Alright, so that's open there. And then you just take your finger, sweep the top, and you detach some of this connective tissue. And then you'll go from the top, you'll start out like that, and then you'll kind of twist your hands down, and you'll try to grab a hold of the esophagus, and you'll pull, and that pulls the esophagus and crawl out from the front. And then you just work the rest of the stuff out. Keep that attached to the vent, and then you just cut on either side of it, down, and down there. Now I'm cutting the tail off. Some people keep the tail. If you're going to keep the tail, you have to remove this oil gland, which basically you just cut underneath it and then out this way, and that'll remove it. But I'm not going to keep it, so just cut on either side. Cut the top there, just to the bone, not through the bone. And then you kind of twist and pull, and that way you kept the whole digestive system intact without breaking it. And then you can throw that away. Now if you're keeping the liver, you can do that. You just separate it from the guts. And then the heart, you can keep that as well, but we don't need it, so going down. And then in here, I don't know how well you can see it, but the really bright pink colored thing on the back are the lungs. Basically what you do, you take your finger and just scrape against the rib cage and pull them out. Sometimes they'll come out whole, and then some other times it'll be in pieces. Looks like these are coming out in pieces. Alright, so that's one lung. And the next lung. There's more pieces. Alright, and then you'll take your water, rinse that out. Alright, and then you'll take the flap of skin that is left over, make a small incision, and you take the legs, Sometimes this works, and sometimes it doesn't, so just do your best, and then chicken's left like that. And you can also take the neck off if you want. Take the neck, you just cut the skin that's connecting it, and then cut on top of it, just through the muscle, and then you'll put your finger underneath the cut and push up, and then you'll just twist and pull it away from the rest of the body. You can put the neck inside the cavity, and there you have a full chicken.